Okay, Freya, welcome to the session 0 for the undead. Hello. Welcome to the unofficial session 0 for the undead campaign / one shot / whatever this is going to be. Betrothed to Blood. The prequel to it, because the actual thing's happening in a couple days. How you feeling?
Ready to go.
Okay, great. I wish I was.
You'll be fine. Trust me. Cannot do any worse than what I have done in the past.
You don't know that.
I do know that. Because I'm willingly here. That's already a step better than my worst.
What was your worst?
Let's not get into this over recording.
Fair. Jesus Christ. Okay. Give me a minute.
Adam?
Yeah.
You okay, buddy?
Yeah. Fuck.
Oh, was that not you?
No. Who's drawing on the screen?
Well, it's now me.
Ah, that's a penis.
That is a
That's no.
or a mushroom if you put it upside down.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Wait, it's upside down. No.
God is coming on them.
What did you just say?
God is coming on them because
Well,
the
there
God is
goes a
coming.
monetization that wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah. This reminds me of "Give Me Your Cummy, Sky Daddy" from the Game Grumps.
What?
You never heard that? It was their Zelda Link, like Breath of the Wild playthrough, and it was like pretty early on.
Jesus
I think-
Christ.
Yeah. Give me your cummy. I'm not gonna sing the rest.
No, it's no.
Betrothed to Blood.
I fucking Betrothed.
Now it looks like the O has a penis. Oh.
It's gone! Like
It's gone.
magic!
Yeah.
Like the ShamWow.
Ooh. I wonder if those actually work.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Here we go. What are you doing to the O?
It has a little
Is that-
penis.
God fucking damn it!
Yeah.
Can you pause the recording, please?
Let me delete
don't
that
want-
stuff.
Sorry about that. Welcome back.
Good to be back.
Are you ready to begin?
Yes.
Okay. A long time ago, on a tall island in the eastern seas, there was a kingdom with no equal. A kingdom which stood as a symbol of unity and peace, where all walks of life could thrive regardless of their origination. Here, there was a bright young lord who oversaw it all, a man by the name of Devon Brightheart. And at his side, a cunning and intelligent elven beauty, Jezzara. Together, they wished to bring the kingdom to its full potential, to harness the unique traits and strengths of all citizens and travelers alike, and use it to make the country the grandest that it can be. This is the kingdom of Avaris. In just a few days' time, the Lord and Lady shall be wed, and their prosperous journey to fulfilling their goal will begin. But for now, it is just 2 days prior to the wedding, and a certain elf has arrived early. And this is where your story begins. Upon reaching the island, you made your way towards the castle, wanting to greet the Lord and Lady in person, and you made your way there. When you arrived, the first thing you notice is that it is a castle high upon the lonely mountain in the middle of the island. It is a grand castle, standing very tall, with equal parts black and white, marble and stone. It is a majestic sight to behold upon seeing it for the very first time. You notice several knights going about on their patrols. There are a couple citizens walking along, taking care of their own needs and businesses. But the whole feeling of the area is that it is serene and it is calm, and everybody acts like there's not a care in the world. You feel welcome here. Do you see where you are on the screen?
I do, yes.
Okay. You are more than welcome to start moving whenever you want.
I will start moving in this direction. It looks like the only direction I could actually go.
So when you get to this spot here, you notice a young man dressed in a gold and steel set of armor, looking in your direction, and upon seeing you, he waves you down. Oh, hello! I heard that you might be coming.
Hello. I was not aware that my presence was so broadly announced.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say broadly announced, but the Lord and Lady do know the people that will be coming and going, especially with the wedding coming soon.
Of course.
You are Jezzara, correct?
Of House Duskroom. Yes.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
And-
My name is Solace.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you as well, Solace.
He's gonna do a little, like, a knightly bow, as much as he can in his restrictive armor.
There is a, when his face is more downward in the bow, there's a slight, very subtle snarl, or no, not snarl, scowl on her face. But when he lifts himself back up, she's going to quickly get rid of the scowl and do a polite bow in return.
Is this something that he noticed?
I mean, like I said, I was doing it when he was downward. If you want me to roll for anything, that is up to you.
Nope, that's fine.
Like how a cashier might scowl at a customer when they're looking away, but quickly hide it when they look back.
Oh, I do that all the fucking time. Yeah, I don't like a lot of people at my store.
So you understand what I'm getting across.
Oh yeah, 100%. So after he bows and you do the same, he's going to direct you towards the stairs. I do believe that the Lord and Lady are actually outside of the castle right now. You might be able to meet them if you'd like.
Thank you for informing me. I will go that way post haste.
Enjoy your stay.
I expect to. Thank you. You'll go up the stairs.
Yeah. Once you get to right here, and you pass the walls and head towards the inner castle garden, the first thing you'll see is that there's a giant river running through the middle of it, with several very majestic stone bridges to cross over, and a stone basin in the middle where a water purifier system underneath is flowing through and cleaning up the water supply for both the castle and the city below. And also, you'll hear off to the side some horses in a stable, but you don't see the stable quite yet. You'll also see several knights doing their patrols and walking around. Some of them nodding at you, but none of them like preventing you from passing or anything. It's a very open pathway.
So this next question is just purely out of character. I am assuming that this is over here is that stable that I heard.
Yes.
Okay. Not that I needed to know. My brain was just making me ask.
Yeah, you're fine. In the distance from where you're standing, you do see a man and a woman standing at the end of one of the bridges towards the center of the castle.
Alright. I will continue along the path and go towards that bridge. Is there anything I should know about this in the middle of the intersection?
That's just a statue.
What is it the statue of? I wish to take a moment to inspect it.
It is a small statue of just a basic knight holding their sword out to their side and standing as they're gazing over the horizon.
Is there any sort of plaque or inscription on the base of the statue?
No.
Purely decorative. Understood. There we go. Okay.
Once you reach the bridge, you'll be walking up upon the lord and lady of the castle, having a bit of a laughing fit. It seems they're engaging in very lively conversation. But the second that they see you, their attention is on you, and they smile, and the lord approaches you slowly. Ah, you are the drow elf. Jezzara, correct?
That would be correct, my lord. She's going to give a deeper bow than the one that she gave to that man before.
He's going to bow back in respect. And then Jasma will come up as well, and she'll do a little curtsy. I had heard that you were quite pretty, but I didn't know that you were this pretty. The messengers that visited your kingdom did not specify just how wonderful you looked.
Can I take a quick moment to sidebar?
Yeah.
So, it did say in the backstory that they had crossed paths before.
Oh shit, you're right.
They know of each other, but like how coworkers who occasionally walk by each other know of each other.
Oh, you're right. Let me backpedal a little bit then. She's instead going to say, "It's been quite a while since I last saw you."
Yes, quite. It does feel like it has been at least a year.
Oh, I have been meaning to come back from time to time, but the castle duties have kept me very busy. Me and Devon both.
Oh, I completely understand. I have my own castle duties to deal with.
I can imagine. You must be very busy. I'm glad that you could find some time to come here, though.
Oh,
I
I would
appreciate
not
it.
miss it for the world.
The Lord is going to turn to Jasma and say, "Oh, I've just remembered. I had some courtly duties to attend to, and I'm running late for it. We were so busy talking, I completely forgot." And Jasma is going to lean in and just give him a very nice peck on the cheek and dismiss him. "Very well, dear. Go run along."
I'm only saying this because so many of my players have said it to me. He's talking to himself.
Fucking Christ. And he's going to start heading back towards the castle. But on the way, he's going to turn back around and wave at you one last time. Very friendly, very respectfully, and then continue on his way.
Jezzara will give a brief wave in return.
Oh, he's such a busybody.
And now on line of work, who isn't?
Yes, quite right. I hadn't expected you to see you so early. I thought you would be arriving the same day as everybody else. It's a pleasant surprise.
You must excuse my early arrival. It was not entirely anticipated. I was expecting there to be more traffic. You know how travels from the Underdark can
Oh yes, quite. I've heard many stories. I'm glad that you arrived unharmed, though.
be. The fact I arrived unharmed was honestly a surprise. I expected at least one drider.
Oh heavens! She's gonna be taken aback a little bit and put a hand to her chest. Do you often see those?
Ah, nasty little creatures. I may see them from time to time, but I do not have a mind to count how many I've seen. It would be like you counting how many spiders you've seen in the attic.
She's gonna put a finger to her chin and turn her head a bit in thought and go, I can't remember the last time I was in the attic.
Well,
Terrible
keeping with
thought.
the comparison, it's like I live in the attic.
Oh goodness.
And frankly, it's a bit of a, Oh, I'm wanting to change things when I finally take over the queendom.
I don't blame you one bit. Would you like to take a walk with me?
Oh, I would be delighted.
So she's gonna start walking off of the bridge and towards the west.
Did you hear my joke?
No.
It's like living in an attic, and frankly,
Oh god damn it!
I even took a pause.
Jesus Christ, Fred. That's not great. As you begin to walk around the western section of the castle grounds, you'll see more knights just doing their patrols. Doing what they need to do to protect and serve. You'll have to remind me, she's going to turn around and talk to you as you pause by this section of the castle. Is this your first time here?
I do not believe it is my first time here. I believe I have come through for trade negotiations or alliance discussions or other things of the sort, but it has been such a long time that it is not of recent memory. I cannot say that I've been here in the past year at the very least.
I see. Well, if you have been here, I've certainly missed you because it wasn't made apparent to me. But I'm glad you're here now. We can certainly further along, speaking of alliances and such, for your settlement down back in the Underdark.
We could always use stronger fortifications. The other queendoms do not like us being there. They have nothing prejudiced against us, it's just you know how warring civilizations can be.
I've been meaning to start up more trade routes between the Underdark and Oz as well. I know that you've been dwindling on some supplies recently. We're happy to provide, but you know how it is with the Underdark. It's quite dangerous at times.
Completely understandable. Perhaps after the ceremonies and receptions. When everything has calmed down, you and I can get together and discuss details on said trade routes and how to best fortify them.
I would be happy to sit down and talk to you about that. Sounds like it would be a rather intelligent conversation. I would like for you to roll for me an investigation check.
Well,
So as you're taking this walk, just completely calm, completely peaceful, you're just chatting about business for your kingdom, like with her kingdom, and trying to make things work. Out of the corner of your eye, on the roof to the left, you see a man cloaked in black standing atop the roof, hiding behind a stone platform.
I'm going to reach my hand out, just very lightly grab on the shoulder, not my shoulder, I forget her name at the moment.
Jasma.
Jasma's shoulder. I should know it. It's very close to Jezzara. Jasma's shoulder. Wait. Do you see that?
Jasma's going to look in the direction that you're nudging her, and she is also going to see the black figure standing atop the castle rooftop. By the gods, who's that?
I was just about to ask if he was one of yours.
No, certainly not.
I believe we may have an assassin on our midst.
Could you roll me a dexterity check?
Check or saving throw?
Saving throw, actually, yeah.
I mean, it's the same either way, I just wanted to be sure. Eesh, that is a nat 1.
Ooh.
So immediately after you both realize that there is somebody here that should not be here, he is going to throw down a smoke bomb between the both of you. And it is going to explode. Let me... I need an ellipse. Is that what I want? I want to log? Can I click that? Thank you. No, that's super thick and tiny. That's not what I want. Let me zoom out. That didn't sound good, by the way. Super thick and tiny.
A certified show.
We're gonna say it obscures this much.
All
So
right.
inside of the circle, the bomb explodes, and now there's just a smoke screen all around the building. And in that moment, the knights are going to start running, but they're all kind of far away. The assassin is going to run into the smoke. I'm going to have him roll. And he is going to grab Jasma.
I am going to cast a spell as a reaction.
All right.
Silvery barbs. too afraid to... Oh wait, that's Irish. Are you too afraid to fight us in the open? Cowardly sow!
Oh,
And Silvery Barbs will make him roll whatever he just rolled at disadvantage. Then I can give advantage to someone nearby for a roll of theirs within the next minute.
Okay. I'll roll it again. So it, with the disadvantage, it meets.
Okay. I'll give myself the advantage because I'm pretty sure it has to be a creature that I can... Yeah, I have to be able to see the creature in order to give them advantage, so I'm just gonna give myself the advantage.
Okay, so everybody's vision is still abscoffed in the smoke screen that is around you, but the assassin has successfully grabbed Jezzara and has her against him. The next thing that you hear is an outward gasp of pain and the ripping of clothing.
Oh, that is not happening on my watch. I am moving in. Or I'm charging to where I heard the noise come from. And I want to try to cast Chill Touch on the assailant. I believe since the area is obfuscated, I have to roll at disadvantage, is that correct?
Yes. I accidentally moved that. There we go.
It will be an 8 with the disadvantage.
Alright, so that will miss. So you reach out to cast your spell, but you just miss him. And the next thing that you hear is footsteps hurrying away. Sec. A moment later, the smoke screen dissipates. The bomb completely out of smoke now. And you see Jezzara on the ground with her very royal dress sliced open and blood gushing from her stomach. And the knights are heading over to protect her and check to see if she's okay.
You there! Jezzara is going to say as she's quickly getting down to her knees and also pointing to one of these two guards over here. Go fetch a medic!
Of course!
Healer.
Right away! And they're both gonna head towards the castle's main door to go find a cleric or healer of some kind. And the other two are going to remain by her side. One of them is going to turn to Jezzara and go, "Did you see where the assassin went?"
Did I, in fact, see where the assassin went?
I would like you to roll an investigation check.
Just a question of clarification. Would this be investigation or perception?
You know what? Perception.
It's the same roll either way. I just want to make sure that we're getting the correct skill used.
Yeah.
Rolled a 21 on the perception.
Okay. So, in the immediate area around where you are, you don't see anything, but out of the corner of your eye, over by this section of brush, you do see some scrap of cloth hanging off of there that does not look like it was put there originally.
She's going to point in the direction of the cloth. There's some dismembered cloth in that direction. I think the assassin fled that way.
Solace from earlier is going to be coming over now. Along with the healer. They are going to kneel down by Jezzara and start to do whatever is medically necessary to make sure she stays alive. And
Is she
Solace
going to be
is
okay?
the medic cleric girl here is going to inspect the wound, and she's going to shake a little bit as her hand runs along the stomach, trying to feel for any abnormalities or anything more that she needs to know. It's a deep wound, but I should be able to fix it very quickly.
Will you need me here for anything?
No, I think I'll be alright.
I'm going after the assassin.
Please do. We will remain here and make sure she stays safe.
I'm already bolting off. I'm not paying attention.
Alright. As you continue on that path, down the steps you do see drips of blood, possibly from whatever they used to attack Jezzara, leading towards the cliff edge down the path away from the castle.
Oh, I'm going to teach that rat bastard a new definition of pain, the likes of which only the drow are familiar.
With that, I will bring us to a new page. Alright, so the trail eventually led you so far away from the castle that you're on one of the lower sections of the city outside of the main town, on some lesser islands that are connected via bridges. And once you step onto this island, you do see over a small hill, the assassin is standing here looking around.
You there! Stop! Or your death will be even more violent than it should be if you run. That doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. The assassin is going to look in your direction, and he's going to just kind of wince back a bit and growl. This was supposed to be an easy job. You ruined everything.
Maybe it's
He's
a good
gonna-
thing I came early then.
Yeah, we'll see about that. You're not going to be able to catch me. He's going to start running.
Jezzara's just gonna give chase and hop over this hill.
Shit. Hang on.
I've done
it. Once you get to about right here, stop.
Alright.
He gets to the middle of this bridge and turns around, and you see him throw several bits of magic around the other smaller islands around you. And the next thing you know, three fog-like apparitions of humanoid shape appear around.
What a coward calling on reinforcements. Lucky for you, at least this makes it a fair fight.
I would like for you to roll initiative.
I'm gonna click the token first. 5.
Okay. Let's see. So I don't have actual sheets, so I can't just click it if I wanted to, which sucks.
I can send you a stat block if you need.
I have stat blocks. It's homebrew.
Oh, okay.
How would I add that to the turn order?
If you're asking about one of the tokens,
Yeah.
you should be able to right-click on it,
Mm-hmm.
or click on it first and then right-click on it, and then there should be an option for Add Turn.
Oh, you're right.
And then in order to input the number, you'll want to click on the 0 to the side, and then input the number that they actually rolled.
Yeah. Okay. Add turn. Thank you. It's a 16. And then this one.
My bad luck with rolling initiative continues, but this time I'm not the DM, so it's even worse.
Are my rolls going through on that? Do you see them?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you hide it on your end when you do it?
I have an actual.
I don't want to hide it right now, but you know what? That makes sense.
Or I typically use a stat block.
Fair enough. All right. Oh shit! There we go. I want to keep that up. So this one's gonna go first. It is going to measure this. There we go. Yeah, that'll be fine. It's gonna approach you. And I'm just going to try and attack you with a short sword. Does a 16 hit?
It would hit, however, I am going to cast Shield as a reaction, which makes my AC +5 until the start of my next turn, which means my AC will go from 13 to 18.
God damn. Alright. So he's gonna swipe at you with the sword, but it misses completely.
Oh, I wouldn't say it misses
inches.
completely. I would say it bounces off of a magical force field that I conjured.
Alright. The sword strikes some sort of immovable barrier around you and just bounces off of it. This one is going to move in. And it is going to attack the same. With the 13, so it also just bounces right off of you. And they're both kind of just standing there like, ugh.
Oh, did I pick up that one thing? It didn't. Damn, okay. That's gonna make things more difficult, but whatever.
Oh, I didn't realize I could cycle that. There we go. And this one, he's going to stand right where he is because he's going to use a short bow. And the arrow's just going to bounce right off your fucking force field. And they're all just going to kind of look at each other and go, and just like start pointing at Jezzara and then at each other, and just kind of like throw their hands around like, well, what the fuck do we do now? But it is now your turn.
You wait. Can I tell these things are undead?
Yes.
Okay. She's going to raise her right hand in front of her face, kind of like stretching the fingers into and out of a fist, and then grab her right fist with her left hand. You undead fucks. You do not know who you're messing with. I have the blood of a god within me. And she is going to use that feat that we created to cast Blood of Saloon. Or to the Blood of Saloon feat to cast the Moonbeam.
Alright.
No, I need the 2 creatures near me to make Constitution saving throws with a DC. That should not be the DC. Should be a DC of 14. I'll have to fix that later.
Okay. Was it? Here. Okay, so this one got the 17, so it succeeded, but this one failed because it met.
Isn't it meant to be?
Oh, you know what? Yeah. I'm tired.
You're good. If I remember correctly, Moonbeam. Okay, they'll still take half the damage. So they will take 7 radiant damage each.
Okay. Can you explain to me what a vulnerability is?
So, vulnerability, if a creature is vulnerable to a specific damage type, that means the exact opposite of what resistant is. When a creature is resistant, that means that they take half damage. When a creature is vulnerable, it means they take double damage.
Okay, so you're gonna cast your Moonbeam, and they're immediately just gonna shred and dissipate in front of you. They are gone. Wiped from existence.
You dare use that sniveling excuse for minions against me? I devour the undead for breakfast with mushroom steaks.
Delicious. Is that going to be your turn, or do you have more to do?
Let's see, that was my action. That was only my action. I don't have any offensive bonus actions, though. I don't have Quicken Spell. What I'm going to do, because I haven't moved yet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That will be the end of my turn.
Alright. So this shadowy creature behind you is going to approach a little bit. He's going to try and use the short bow again. So the shield, is it still active? Or
No,
is it
because
done
I
now?
took my turn, it will now be deactivated.
So your DC's back down to 13.
My DC is currently back down to 13, yes.
Okay. It's gonna use its short bow again. And he's gonna aim, and you're gonna hear a clunk, and it's gonna fly right past your shoulder into some trees like 100 feet in front.
I'm not even gonna give it the dignity of looking back.
And it's gonna move a little bit more, and then that's turn. Now I need to roll for him. He gets.
Oh, wait a second. I need to look at something. Where is it? Oh, yes. Oh, wait. Ah, that wouldn't work with my cantrip.
Oh, I meant to change this to the combat playlist. Give me a second. Not that it's gonna matter in like a minute, but
No, you're good. Trust me, I understand.
play. I need to get more music for that playlist. There's only 14 tracks.
If you want, I can give you my combat playlist.
Well, I have this one geared more towards like creepy and undead.
I mean, you can look through my playlist and see if anything would fit.
I could. I'll do that tomorrow if you want to send it to me tonight. I'll find.
Yeah,
some time
I'll
to
do it after
tomorrow.
the session, though.
So whenever you're ready, it is your turn.
Alright, I need to do a quick look at something in my character sheet. Oh, that's a bonus action? Awesome. Alright, as a bonus action, I'm going to activate my innate sorcery. An event left an indelible mark on you in here. I can post it to to roll 20. Mark on you, infusing you with simmering magic. As a bonus action, you can unleash that magic for 1 minute, during which you gain the following benefits. The spell save DC of your sorcerer spells increases by 1, and I have advantage on the attack rolls of sorcerer spells that I cast.
Okay.
And then, for my action, I'm going to I'm going to burn one of my sorcery points and use the meta magic twinned spell, which allows me to target 2 creatures at the same time with a spell that would normally only target 1 creature. And I'm going to target both the assassin and this wraith over here with a chromatic orb. And we will be doing lightning damage with that chromatic orb.
Okay.
That will be a 21 to hit the assassin. and a 20 to hit the Wraith.
So it's going to hit both of them.
The Assassin will take 9 lightning damage, and the Wraith will take 10 lightning damage. Oh wait, I didn't need to roll with advantage.
Okay, so you fire both of your chromatic orbs. Kind of like, you've watched Avatar. You remember the scene where Zuko's like holding Aang and Azula off, pointing both of his fingers at both of them like he's going to cast firebending at both of them?
Yeah.
That's basically what you do. And you fire both of those chromatic orbs. The Assassin takes it and gets knocked back a bit, but the Wraith, as soon as it hits, it's like a lightning bolt from the sky and it just disintegrates. So now all that's left is you and the Assassin.
Your assistants are gone, little man. Face this drow princess like a warrior, or be subjected to the slavery of my people.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Actually, I have movement still, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 20... no, wait. Where'd I start?
You're right here.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Now I will end my turn.
That's fucking intimidating. So he's still reeling back from when that orb of lightning hit him in the chest. But he is going to... try to attack you twice with his short sword. Do either of those hit?
I don't see the rolls.
Oh. That's weird. Oh, because I clicked on the... Okay, that makes sense. An 11 and a 13.
The 13 would hit, but I'm going to cast shield again.
God fucking damn it. So the first one misses by like an inch, and then when he thinks he's going to get the upper hand and hit you with it, his sword just bounces right off of it. And he goes, God damn it.
I told you, I'm the descendant of a god.
You don't know what you're meddling in right now.
You don't know who you're messing with. Bow before me or suffer.
With his sword attack deflected, his turn is over, so it is your turn again.
You will have wished that you had begged for my mercy. I'm going to cast Chill Touch again, and because my my innate sorcery is active, we're going to be adding a +1 to this roll that I'm about to make.
Okay.
So an 11. Oh wait. Hold on. Innate sorcery. Okay, no, it's a +1 to this my spell save DC. For my attack rolls, it's with advantage. There's throwing that up in there again just to make sure that you're aware. So
yep,
it's actually a 10, but I do get to roll again.
Okay.
19.
The 19 will hit.
And that will do 9 necrotic damage.
Oof. Alright, so you extend your hand out and use your chill touch, and he gasps and winces from this dark force that he feels invading his blood. And he is reeling. He looks like he could fall over at any second.
Submit or die. This is your final warning. I do not show mercy.
Is that your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
So in reply, he's going to be struggling to catch his breath from all this fighting, and he's just going to look at you and go, "If I didn't do my job, we're all going to die anyway." He's going to try and attack her again. A 14 and an 8.
So again, 14 would hit, but again, shield.
So upon this next time that his sword hits your shield magic, it shatters on impact. The sword just splinters apart and falls to the ground. So now he is with a broken sword and a life that's probably about to end. It is your turn.
My dear assassin, I have said multiple times, submit or die. You have not touched me once during this entire exchange. And yet here I am, with 3 of your allies down, and you on the brink. So let me just say this. He's going to get really, really uncomfortably close. You had your chance. And she is going to stab him with her dagger. Non-lethally. It's a 15 to hit.
Okay. It hits.
Okay. And that will do 5 piercing damage.
So Jezzara injects the blade very precisely, making sure not to get a vital organ, but doing enough to show that she means business. He is very close to being on death's door.
This is... let me just say this, assassin. Whether you submit or not, assuming that you don't just kill yourself now, I will be bringing you back to the palace. So whatever big, scary threats that you are sent here to prevent, you're going to either have to deal with it as well, as in be there, or can tell me what's going on, or, and then she'll just gesture to the cliff, can fucking kill yourself. Your life does not matter to me. I just want to know why you're here. So kill yourself, or submit to me, because I will not be killing you. You understand? I'm speaking very plainly here. I'm not hiding any words. I will either bring you back or watch you kill yourself. Now is when you decide how the rest of your life goes. That's where I will end my turn.
God, you are menacing as fuck. Jesus Christ! He's just gonna look her in the eyes and struggling to catch his breath because he's basically as close to death as he can be without actually being dead. He's just gonna speak very lowly, very weakly. No matter what I do, you won't believe a word coming out of my mouth. You've already made your choice. A 14 and a 17 with the sword.
Shit. Fuck, I can't upcast that. Oh wait, no, I can.
With his broken sword, it is just going to bounce off of you both times. And on the second time, it just flops out of his grasp and falls into the water below.
Do you wish to
You
follow?
She's gonna stare at her and just go, do your worst.
Very well. And there's gonna be this bright... You know, I just realized something.
Yeah?
My moonbeam should still be active.
Oh, so...
And we haven't been having him making saves.
You're right.
So
what would I roll to save?
Hold on. He should be making... Let's see. The one... I have cast 3 shields since I've cast that chromatic orb, which means he's attacked me and been in range of the sunbeam 3 times, so that would mean that he would need to make 3 constitution saving throws. Or I could just end it.
No, I'll do 3. Hang on. What is it to beat?
The DC is 14.
Okay, so on the first one, he failed already.
That is going to be 6 radiant damage.
So right after he says, do your worst, the moonbeam is just going to take care of the rest of him. How do you want to do this?
I'm just going to be standing there, like, with my head raised in a look of derision as he just crumbles to the floor. A pitiful man. Think that I actually expected this to be a challenge. Well, I must bring something back for the people of the castle to prove that the job is done well. She's going to snap her fingers and deactivate the moonbeam. Grab the dude by like the scruff of his shirt, pull him up. Peeling back the hood and removing the mask. Take a moment to inspect this assassin, or would-be assassin.
Give me 1 second, because I did have something planned in case you did take the mask off.
Help me take this mask off. Uncared who I was, so I put on the mask. Booyaka, booyaka!
Fuck. Ah! Hang on. That's much bigger than I wanted. There we go. So upon taking the mask off of the assassin, you see a very dark-skinned elf with silvery white hair and almost golden glowing eyes staring back at you with nothing but disdain.
Is this also a drow?
You can tell by looking at him that he is a drow of some kind, but he is also quite short. So he may be a mixed drow. But you can't glean anything off of that just by looking.
My scowl that is on my face is going to get even bigger. And I'm going to drop this wretched thing back onto the ground before kneeling over him and getting close to the ear, knowing full well that he's dead, so he won't be able to actually hear what I'm saying. This is just my final message to him. You are more worthless than any of the slaves I've had the displeasure of licking my boot. I hope that your soul burns in the hells for millions of millennia. You traitorous, wretched creature. You should have bowed to me the moment I commanded you to. And now, I leave you to a fate. Well, I can't say worse than death. But if were you alive, this would be worse than death. She is going to take her dagger and start sawing away at his neck to remove the head.
Fuck!
And then she's going to just roughly shove the head to her side, as she then plunges the dagger deep into the sternum and starts ruthlessly tearing the dagger down the chest.
God fucking damn, Freya!
As soon as the dagger reaches the navel, she's going to just remove it from the torso and wipe the blood across her sheath to clean the blade before sheathing it. And then with her two hands, she's going to dig into the ribcage and tear it open. You are a complete waste of drow byproduct. You should be ashamed to have our blood running through your veins. She is going to oh so very carefully grab the heart, tear it out of the chest, drop it on the ground, and stomp on it until it is nothing but a puddle of red.
So as you were...
Go ahead.
As you were stabbing and sawing through his neck, the light was leaving his eyes, but as soon as you started carving through his chest and his ribcage, he was gone.
His
Like,
head
he's
was already
been gone.
off when I started carving through the chest.
Yeah. He was beyond gone at that point.
And then once I am absolutely certain that the heart is nothing but a puddle, I will kick the rest of the body into the water below. I will then grab the head that is still on the ground by the hair, throw it over my shoulder, and start making my way back.
Before you leave, on the ground, right at the edge of the cliff where you had thrown the body, you see a small folded note.
Oh, how convenient. she's going to bow her knees so that she can pick up the note. And then with one hand, because her other hand is still holding onto the head, she's going to open the folded note to read it.
Okay, so I'm going to send this to you over DM because this is the privileged information I told you about.
I assume you do not want this in the recording.
No. But you don't have to pause it or anything. You can just read it.
I wasn't going to pause it. I was going to read it on my phone. Ooh, you even designed the note. Interesting.
So after you had... Sorry, go ahead.
She's going to look to her left, look to her right, very carefully set the head back down on the ground, roll the note up, or fold it up, and then stick it into one of her pouches before picking the head back up.
Just as you were turning around to start heading back, you do hear the marching sound of metal footsteps hastily towards your direction. And you see Solus and a band of knights approaching your location. Solus does stop when he sees that the ground is covered in bone and blood. And then he looks up and sees you carrying the disembodied head. And he just stares at you with a very grim expression. Was that the assassin?
Yes, wretched drow fellow. I made sure to see fit that his extinction was of a level that my people would have appreciated.
I see. He's just gonna keep staring at the disembodied head very morbidly and just like shake his head and turn away a bit. We would have joined you sooner, but we had to make sure that the lady was all right. She's finally
I completely
stabilized.
understand. Besides, I was able to take care of this fight without even being touched.
Ah, quite the expert in combat, I see.
You there, knight. Catch. She's gonna toss the head over to one of the knights.
Oh, you throw the head with barely any warning. And this one in the front starts to like push it around like it's hot potato and tosses it to the second one. The second one grabs it and goes, and chucks it backwards into the third one's face. So now the third one's helmet is just covered in blood and decay. And he's gonna reel back from the blood, like going into the eye slits of the helmet. And the head's just gonna drop into the water below.
Before it drops into the water below, I'm actually going to cast a spell on it. Vortex Warp. Which allows me to, oh, it didn't show the description, hold on. Which allows me to teleport another creature to a safe landing location. I'm going to have it land at the other side of the bridge. Pick it up! Your queen would probably want to see this, so that there's proof that her would-be assassin has been dealt with. You silly knights.
The third knight is just gonna like run around and try to find a nearby source of water that he can reach. reasonably and like wash off the helmet and just throw the water in his eyes. The second one's gonna pick it up and just stare at it and go, ugh, and just start carrying it back.
These men haven't seen battle, have they? He's saying
Some of them.
Solaris, I think the name was.
Solace.
Solace. I was close.
Solace is going to shrug gently and go, some of them are new recruits.
And then new recruits are being hired to guard the queen.
And everybody's just going to start heading back towards the castle.
I would expect more from the kingdom.
Everybody has to start somewhere, and not everybody's professional the first day.
Well, I understand that, but I would think that you would have the professionals be the one guarding the queen.
You do have a point. So before we head back, I need to make sure that the scene is set.
You know, I only designed this character to be like a character for one shot, but I'm having a lot of fun playing as her.
She is very fun. I like her. She is wonderful. Moving some stuff around for a moment.
And now you know how I feel when I have people casting shield on me.
Well, hey, I've never casted shield because I've never had it.
No, you haven't, but I'm just saying. Like, were you expecting me to walk away from this fight unscathed?
No, I wasn't. That was actually... Well, I mean, part of it's because the things that you were fighting that weren't the assassin, it was a homebrew called a Risen Shadow. Their challenge rating's only half. Their hit points were only 8.
Radiant.
And they have a vulnerability to Radiant. The only thing that they had going for them was that they were immune to any physical attack that wasn't magical. But all you fucking used was magic.
I'm a sorcerer! That's what I'm supposed to do! The fact that I attacked the dude with my dagger is actually supposed to be uncharacteristic.
Yeah.
Alright, well, while you're figuring out the next part, I'm gonna take a quick trip to the bathroom.
That's fine, that gives me more time. You can
That
pause
being
it if
said,
you
the
want.
recording is still going and I am not at my desk.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell that I made her like either neutral or lawful evil?
Yes. And that's wonderful. We needed a character like that.
Alright, back at the desk.
Okay.
At this point in the broadcast, normally, you would be seeing the behind-the-scenes reorganization going on. However, what usually happens is me being DM, and that's not the case right now, so... Here's the next scene.
Thank you for that, Fred. So you make your way back with the soldiers and Solace, and you all come back down towards the front of the castle where several knights and several entourage from the castle are gathered around the Lord and Lady and the healer, who are now resting on a patch of grass beside the front of the castle.
Does the Wooden Knight still have the head?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot that. Hang on, I forgot to add some.
You go back to that other page, you can just click and drag
I
and
got
then
him.
just copy paste.
I got him. You are right here.
Yes.
You're more than welcome to move if you want.
I was waiting to see if you were going to be putting down the, oh, you put them down there, okay.
Yeah.
Catching up to the scene.
You're fine. You're fine.
Just an actor running across stage to get back to where they're supposed to be.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! It's my part. So upon arriving back, they approach the scene, and you see that the Lord and Lady are now standing together, and the Lord is cradling Jasmine in his arms. Jasmine, you can see that her robe is still shredded a bit, but you do see that the stomach is now scarred over, and that her wound is mostly healed. And she is going to look up from Devon and stare over at Jezzara and then Solace and the Knights, and she's going to see the beheaded assassin and go, "Oh my! You certainly made quick work of him."
I wanted you to know that he was dealt with.
Well, I appreciate it. And as you can see, I'm all better now.
I feel it is my place to request that you not let this lesser being's actions change your judgment on my people.
Oh, of course not. I know that he had nothing to do with you or your kind. Devon is going to approach you and offer you his hand and go, "I would like to thank you for protecting the lady in my stead while I was busy. I still can't believe there was an assassin bold enough to attack her right outside the castle."
Were I not as early to these engagements as I was, things could have turned out differently.
Yes, rather quite. I understand that you were shacking up at a hotel near the end of town during your stay, but as a thank you, we would like to invite you to stay in the castle for a couple days until the wedding ceremony's done.
He's going to take a moment, thoughtfully look over at... Why can I not remember her name?
Jasmine?
Jasmine. Just take a moment to thoughtfully look over at Jasmine. And look back at the husband-to-be. That would be greatly appreciated. I would love to say him out.
Very well. I will make sure that the servants prepare a room for you.
Oh, and these 3 knights here. He's going to gesture towards the 3 that came with Solace.
Yep.
Make sure to double their training regimen.
I will certainly see that they do.
He's going to turn back to the 3 of them. Be thankful I didn't ask for triple.
They're all just gonna do that, you know, the little anime pout with their arms slumped down and their head hanging low. Go,
Don't worry, gentlemen. I am only looking out for what is best for you. I would hate for such upstanding gentlemen to find themselves unable to do their job in protecting the Queen.
And with that, the several knights that are surrounding and the entourage of servants and helpers and the lord and lady all start making their way back into the castle with you in tow so that you can enjoy the next couple days of peace and quiet before the arranged wedding ceremony between Devon and Jasma will come to fruition. And that is where we will end.
Okay. Good session.
I did it. Lily, there you are.
Oh.
You were so quiet the whole time.
Well, I didn't want to.
You're allowed to talk.
Okay.
You did an amazing job, Adam.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially with me throwing you the curveball of the graphic execution.
I live for that shit. I love Mortal Kombat style executions, let me tell you.
I think now is a good place for me to end the recording.